The Hawk Performance Sector 27 drilled and slotted rotors are available for the front of all 2009 two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive F-150s equipped with the 6-lug setup. These are a great way to improve your truck's stopping power thanks to the drilled holes and slotted technology, which I'll break down in this video. I'll also go over later the installation for the front set, which will be pretty simple with a couple of hand tools, so expect 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter. The drilled and slotted design work together to improve the braking system so that your F-150 not only stops quicker, but produces less brake dust and less heat as well, which ultimately extends the life of your pads, obviously depending on how you drive. In addition to the functionality, they needless to say look pretty cool in between the spokes of your wheels, so this is a great upgrade for guys looking to build more of a show car truck as well. To break things down a bit, the drill design you see here is designed to help cool the braking system. The way the drilled holes work is they actually vent the excess heat that builds up while the brakes are in use on the streets, which can keep your brakes under constant stress. The drill design not only looks cool between your wheels, as I said, but they keep the system cooler for better stopping power. In addition, they'll help water escape in wet weather conditions for increased initial bite. The holes were beveled and rounded as well, which helps everything I just mentioned while eliminating the risk of uneven brake pad wear. The slotted design is referring to the indented grooves along the surface of the rotor. This feature will help fight the buildup of brake dust on the surface of the rotor where the pad makes contact, ultimately improving the bite of the pad against the surface. These slots allow the dust and gases that build up upon contact with the pad to escape through the slots, keeping the surface clean, and it even fights against brake fade. The temperatures of these rotors are lowered as much as 180 degrees, which is extremely effective in creating a more precise braking while also keeping a more consistent pedal feel. They're finished in a bright zinc electrode plate to extend each rotor's lifetime and reduce corrosion. For a set of rotors with this kind of design, expect the price to come in right around the $300 mark pretty much across the board, so it may come down to your brand preference if you have one, or the appearance of the drilled and slotted pattern. Ultimately, they'll all do the same exact job with very slight differences in between at most, so expect that price if this is what you're going for. If you're looking for just a drilled or just a slotted rotor, there are those available as well, with standard slotted rotors being an option also, which definitely would save you money, but they might not be as effective as an upgrade as the drilled and slotted. The installation I mentioned earlier gets 1 out of 3 wrenches on our difficulty meter because it's such a simple brake job, which requires very basic hand tools to get the job done in about an hour or so's worth of time in the driveway at home. You want to have a lug wrench, ratchet and socket set, a jack and jack stands or a lift if you have access to one, and maybe a mallet to help get the rotors off if they're a bit rusted on. The job itself will be as easy as jacking the F-150 up, removing the wheels using your lug wrench, unbolting the calipers and brackets with the appropriate sockets, and supporting their weight with a hanger of some sort so they don't hang down. Remove the OEM rotor and swap it out with the Hawk option here. Definitely recommended to swap out the pads at the same time since you're down there anyway. It's a pretty simple job to do that. You'll just get some new pads, get some brake lube them up and swap them right into the caliper, no big deal. Then you'll bolt it down to the caliper bracket around the rotor. Throw the wheel back on, torque the lugs, repeat for the opposite side on the front, and you're good to go. Just to wrap things up here, if you're the owner of a 2009 6-lug, 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive F-150, you might want to check out the Hawk Performance Sector 27 drilled and slotted front rotors, which you can find right here at AmericanTrucks.com.